This is how to pre-crease smartly and efficiently in origami. So I'm going to use this crease pattern as the example. We're going to pre-crease this in this video. Pre-creasing smartly and efficiently is, first of all, smartly, you want to make all the creases in the crease pattern. It's common sense to do that in every crease pattern. So make every single crease, but pre-creasing efficiently is only making the crease patterns in the crease pattern. We do not want to make any extra creases whatsoever because they can affect two things. They can make the collapsing more difficult because you've got more creases to work with. So again, trying to collapse a certain part might fall on a crease where it's extended, so it might make it a bit more awkward to collapse. And two, it can affect the final appearance of the model. So let me just, like right here for example, there's no creases here, and just say this part gets completely seen in the finished model. You want it to be completely clean without any extra creases. So again, it looks much nicer, in my opinion, without any extra creases. So what we can do first is, it's a good idea to do a process of elimination. So what that means is, look for creases we can't make to start with. So we cannot make this blue crease right here. We can't make it because we don't know what angle it is and whereabouts it starts on here. Again, same with this one. We can't make this red diagonal because we don't know whereabouts it starts on this side or what angle it is, or even make these creases. So what ones can we make? We can make both diagonals. So we're going to do that. I'm going to colour in the creases as well, just so it makes it easier to follow. Oh wow, it actually worked. This paper makes these creases coloured as you fold it. That's insane. I'm joking, it doesn't. Right, so we've made the diagonals. Now if you notice, if you don't already notice, this crease pattern is divided into four. So here we have the centre crease and this crease here. So it comes down, hits one, hits two. So it's two on this side and two on this side. Or if we were to come down here and then straight up, it would hit this point right here. So this crease pattern is in fours, which is good. So what can we make from this information? What we can do is, we can gently crease the centre line, because again we don't know how far it goes down. Well, depending on what we pre-crease it, we don't know whereabouts these centre creases, because these are much larger. We don't know if they're going to come down this way or up this way. So we can make the centre crease lightly, and then we can fold over to make the quarters and start it where it hits the diagonal on both ends. So we're going to do that. We're going to fold this over and make the centre crease lightly, just for now. So up to where I think a quarter is, so it's probably about there, and then there. Then we're going to unfold it, and then we're going to take this edge and fold it onto the centre. So I'm going to do it this side just so it's easier to see the crease. Because I've not made it fully, it's harder to see. So see about that. Now that this is basically the fourth, we're going to make this crease. And unfold it, and there we go. So that actually worked. Wow. So now we have the quarter, the fourth, which is this red crease right here. So what we can do is do the exact same for the other three sides. I'll do one more side and then I'll do the other two off camera. So again, we're going to turn it around Again, remake the centre crease just slightly, because once we make these quarters we can then determine where the crease will happen, where the centre creases will extend further. We can decide that. And then fold onto the centre line. And then here we have the quarter. Now crease that. And I'll quickly colour this in. There. So now we have 2 sets. So I'm going to do the next 2 off camera, so you do the exact same and then we'll continue. Now we've done that, we have diagonals and 1/4 on the outside. So diagonals and the 1/4 or the quarters are here. So this is a good part. These are the major creases. Again, I should have said that earlier. To find the major creases, which we can then use to pre-crease the rest of the model. So now we have the diagonals and these 4ths. Now we can make this crease, because where this crease we just made hits the diagonal, we can make this crease. So if we take this point, fold it down onto the diagonal and make a crease starting from this intersection, we can make this complete diagonal. So we're going to do that. So right here, I'm going to do it this way because it's easier. Fold it up. Well, basically to the centre actually. And then just crease. And we're going to turn it around and do the same on this side, because we have one here and one here. Right, let's see if it works again. And that didn't work. I think it only works once a day. That's rubbish. Right, we're going to colour it in. So now we have this crease and this one. So we're going to pre-crease this side, do this once, and then we're going to do this one off camera. So I'll let you do this one. So if we look here, these are bisectors, so the distance between here and here is the exact same. So we're basically going to take this edge, fold it onto this edge and crease up. And then we're going to take this edge, fold it onto the diagonal and then crease up and stop where it hits this crease. And then we're going to take this diagonal and fold it onto this crease to make this final line. And then we're going to repeat it on that side. So we're going to do that first. So we're going to do this one first, fold it like this because it's easier. So basically where this crease is, we're going to stop it right here. Like that, and then we're going to repeat it here. And you see where the crease is, we're going to stop it when we hit right here. So now we have 2 of the 3 creases that we need. Now we're going to just do the same, this crease onto this crease. And there we go, we have the 3 creases that we need for this part of the model right here. So I'm going to colour these in, and we will continue. But I'm going to colour these in, and then you do the same here, here, and here, because it's all the same process. So I can't even see I can't even see the line. The light is blocking my sight. Well, that's much better. I'm colouring on the wrong side. That doesn't help. Right, just need to wing it. So now we have here is the exact same right here. So if you do the same on this side, and then 2 more times on top, and then we'll fill in the rest of the gaps. Now we've done that, we have these creases, the exact same on this side. So we've basically pre-creased all of this part. Now what we only need to do is crease this mounting fold right here. So how we do that is where these intersections meet, we just make a crease from here to here. I'm just going to do it freehand just because it's easier this way. Like that. And then turn it around, and then just repeat the process right here. I'll quickly colour these in. So there we go, we've basically pre-creased this entire triangle section and here. Now what we can do is, again, if you haven't already noticed, we can make these blue creases, because again this blue crease is the bisector of these 2 red creases, and that means the distance between here and here is the exact same. So we fold this edge onto this edge and crease all the way to the edge of the paper. So this crease we fold onto this crease and extend to the very end of the paper. Like so. And then we're going to repeat the process here. So we make this crease first, and then we make this one, and just swivel the paper around until you can fold onto this edge. And then unfold. So now we have these 2 creases. I'm going to colour them in just to make it easier for you to see. There we go, just like that. And that is the exact same crease as we have right here. So now what I want you to do is turn it around and repeat the exact same for these 2. As you see, we've got 4 in total. I've just done 2. Now I want you to do these next 2 blue ones, so I'm going to do them off camera. And there we go, we have done the 4 big creases. Now we've pre-creased all of this. Basically we've done everything outside this square except these creases, which are directional creases, so these get made as you collapse it. But I'll show you how to pre-crease these anyway. So what we can do now is, we're going to hold the crease pattern in the same position. We are going to basically what we've done here, so how we made these 3 creases, we're going to do the exact same process right here. So in one of these triangles, we're going to do the exact same process. I'll show you one, and then you do the exact same on the other 3. So what we do is, we again take this edge, fold it onto this edge, and stop the crease where it hits halfway. Repeat the process here, this edge onto this edge, and this edge onto this edge, and stop where they all meet together. So we're going to do one as an example. So I'm going to use this one right here. So I'm going to take this edge and fold onto the diagonal. And just crease about halfway. Let me see, a wee bit more, a wee bit more. So, like that. Now we're going to repeat the process right here. So while we've still got this crease as a mountain fold, make this diagonal the mountain, and just line up. Like so. And then we are going to leave basically these halfway creases till last, until we get all these creases in place, because that way it's easier to line up these creases. So let me colour this in actually. So like that, that's what we've made, and that is this blue crease. So you do the exact same, just make these 2 creases, and this triangle, and this triangle, and this one. So we have 3 more to do. These 2 creases in here, and here, and in here. I'm going to do them off camera just to save a bit of time. So now we can make this crease. So by doing this crease, this will help us with the orientation of the crease pattern. So whichever way we have it, we know that if this crease is to the left, then this crease is to the left as well. So we know the correct orientation. So it'll always be the same, you won't get mixed up. So again, I'm just going to freehand this crease because it's straightforward. And I'll just colour it in. Like that. So now we know the crease pattern is in this direction. Now we can make these creases. They're the halfway mark, so starting from here, which is right here, and extend it all the way down until we hit this diagonal, or this crease here. And to do that, you can either fold this edge over to this edge and start from here, or probably easier to take this crease and fold it onto this crease, because they're both halfway points on each line. So I'm going to try this crease first. I'll turn it this way, so from here to here, and it passes through this intersection as well. I'm just trying to see where it starts. Is it there? Yep. I'm not sure how far it goes down. Yeah, right there. Like that, and I'm just going to colour that in. Like so. So let me see, hold it the right direction. So we have that. And we're going to repeat it. We've done this side. We're going to repeat it on this side as well. So from here to here. and then unfold and draw this in. So we basically have all the creases made except a few wee tiny ones more. So now we can make these creases. So these are basically where this line follows. They're mirrored creases, so from here to here is the exact same angle. Like we have a mirror here, it reflects it. So basically this crease is going straight through in a straight line, but through these creases. So it's the directional creases. These creases don't always need to be pre-creased. These mostly make themselves when you collapse the model, because this is how the crease pattern is designed, and this tells you how it gets collapsed, and of course in which direction. So, but I'm going to show you how to pre-crease one side, and then I'll try and collapse it on the other, just to see if it works, if it makes them that way. So how to pre-crease like this. We don't know the angle. We know it's mirrored, so we couldn't guess it. Well, it's basically coming straight down. So technically you could fold this over and then start from here, but it's easier to do as basically it starts from here and comes down. For this to be mirrored, what we can do is make this a mountain fold, and then make a mountain fold on this through this layer as well. So I'm not too sure how far to go down. Yeah, it stops there, so I'm going to stop about here. And then when I unfold that, I have the exact crease I need. So it's completely mirrored. So what that means is, see how I mean by going a straight line, even though it's at an angle, when I effectively colour it in, which will be easier to show. So when I fold this over, keep an eye on this mountain fold. So we have that, we've made that over, and as you can see, they line up. So that is a mirrored crease, and that's one way to pre-crease it. And the same again right here. Again, this is a mirrored crease as well, so we can make this the mountain fold, and then make this the mountain fold. So make the mountain fold here. Again, you can either do it a valley fold or mountain, whichever is easiest. There's no right or wrong way. And then just make that. And there we go. And we just colour that in. Oh, the seagulls eating the cat food outside. Oh, he flew away. Missed him. So that's basically how to pre-crease mirrored creases like that, and it's the exact same on the crease pattern. So I'm going to try and collapse this side just to see if it gives me the exact same way of the same crease. So mountain fold here, valley, valley, mountain. That gets collapsed, mountain, mountain. I'll just do it like this. And then I'll crease strongly here. And if I unfold that, yep, there we go. Exact same crease. Look at our lines that we just made. So that's two ways to pre-crease mirrored creases. And that is that. That is the final crease pattern for whatever this makes. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I mentioned this at the start of the video, I'm not sure what this makes, but I'm going to collapse it off camera and just to be curious to see what it actually does. But that is that. I hope this video helped you to understand pre-creasing better and in better ways. So basically the aim in pre-creasing is to make as little creases as possible, but make them ones that you need, so it helps in both appearance. So I forgot to do this. This is the most important. So basically, just say two people pre-crease the exact same model. No, they make the same model. Let me zoom in on this. Two people make the exact same model. Just say it's an insect. I'm going to draw a square body because insects have square bodies. And then just do 2 legs. Like that. Okay, so 2 people, this is person 1, person 2. Person 1, once the person has shaped the model, that's what you get. No extra creases on the body, no extra creases on the legs. You can't see anything extra, it's just smooth body, which gives a really nice appearance after you shape. But person 2 on the other hand has all these extra creases because they made the full grid when they weren't supposed to in certain parts. Let me just draw a few more. So like that. So what looks better? Perfectly clean body, or a body that is shaped really nice, just as number 1. They're both shaped the exact same, but number 2 has all these extra lines, and it is very off-putting on the final model. It doesn't look as good. Even though the model's shaped the exact same, you've got all these extra creases, which personally doesn't make it look as good. So that's why you take your time in pre-creasing, because you could easily extend this crease all the way up and all the way up, so you could make the 4x4 grid completely and then have these extra creases. It's not something you really want. So that's just a good tip to remember, that all this effort you take to pre-crease helps in the finished model, and people will notice it. So that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you out in pre-creasing and understanding how to do it. So thank you so much for watching, everyone.